When we think of American wars, our minds naturally imagine the big ones: World War II, Vietnam, the Revolutionary War. But often forgotten are the wars in between, which are less flashy but still important. This leads us to the Barbary Wars, a series of wars which lasted from 1801 through 1815. This war was between the US and the Barbary states. We know what the US is, so let's talk about the Barbary states. The Barbary states were three semi-autonomous states of the Ottoman Empire and one sovereign state. The sovereign state is Morocco, and the others are Algeria, Tunisia, and Tripolitania, which is now modern-day Libya. These states lined the Barbary coast of North Africa and were inhabited by Berber people. These states practiced piracy for years and terrorized most of the Mediterranean. Most of the European powers found it more simple just to pay tribute rather than dispatch their navy, so the piracy continued. The US's mother country, Britain, had been paying off these pirates for years, protecting not only British ships, but also American ships too. America didn't have to worry about Barbary piracy until 1776, when the US gained independence. Since it was no longer part of Britain, Berber pirates started attacking American vessels. The young US was too busy and weak to deal with the threat, so they simply paid tribute. This deal would stay from 1776 through 1801. The US wasn't doing nothing though. It was building up a navy, just in case. 1801 came and Thomas Jefferson was the president. At this point, Barbary states were in decline. Tripolitania demanded higher tribute from the US to combat this, but Jefferson refused to pay it. In return, Tripolitania resumed pirating US ships. The US Navy was then dispatched. Interesting side note, Congress never voted on whether to dispatch the Navy or not, so the US never formally declared war. So the War of 1812 is still the first US declared war, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The US Navy met with the Swedish Navy, and the two blockaded Tripolitania. This proved ineffective, so this soon stopped. During 1801 and 1802, small naval battles happened, but all were indecisive. In 1803, the US Philadelphia was captured by the pirates. Not wanting to see the enemy use it, the US sent a raid against the pirates and burned the ship before leaving. The US then sent reinforcements and they were able to blockade the harbor again. In 1804, US ships started bombarding Tripoli, but this proved ineffective too. Now the US changed tactics. The current Pasha of Tripolitania had exiled his brother to become, Pasha of Tripolitania. The US used this to their advantage and landed Marines at Alexandria in Egypt. They got a force of 500 mercenaries and marched towards Tripoli to instate the Pasha's brother. They soon took the city of Derna, and the Pasha soon for peace, not wanting to get dethroned for some stupid war no one would remember, I guess, ending the First Barbary War in 1805. The Second Barbary War started in 1812, this time with Algeria. Europe was embroiled in the Napoleonic Wars, and the US was busy with the War of 1812. So Algeria declared war on the US and rekindled Barbary piracy. The US didn't respond to the Algiers till 1815, when the War of 1812 ended. President Madison dispatched the now large US Navy to Algeria. The Algiers were defeated quickly, and the Second Barbary War ended before it could really start. Now the US had free trade all throughout the Mediterranean, and with the Napoleonic Wars coming to an end, the European powers could finally deal with the pirates. The pirates had no chance and Barbary piracy was soon wiped off the map. This war is a prime example of a forgotten war. It doesn't have a huge impact in history, and only the nerdiest of nerds know about it. But history is not one big event after another, but rather a bunch of small events like this one, building up to bigger events. Once you learn about the small events, you can better understand not only history, but also the day you live in. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching my video. I worked really hard on it. I'm gonna post videos like this, not really consistently, but it's still gonna get posted someday. Please recommend what you want me to do on my next video. It doesn't have to be history, it could be literally anything. I'll check it out, and if I'm interested, I'll do the research, and maybe I'll make a video on it. Please check out the links below. First one's my brother. He makes music and he's fantastic at it, so please click on it, check out his music. I also my greatest inspiration was Jazzby. As you can see, his link to his Barbary War videos down there. You might find a lot of similarities, but yeah. That's really it. That's all I have to say. Have a nice day. Leave your recommendations and wear your seatbelts.